Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about buying firewood, and I have a few tips to give you. Number one, don't get scammed. Unfortunately, since the prices of firewood has gone up, so have the scams. And make sure that you really get your firewood delivered. Maybe you can pay as they deliver the firewood, or check that the company that you buy from is really a serious business that is not trying to scam you. 2. Don't buy firewood that is too expensive. You have to think about the fact that the firewood that you buy will replace an electric heat source. If you have a pile of birch firewood just randomly thrown together 1 cubic meter, it will be around 890 kilowatt hours into that. So let's say that you pay $100 or 1,200 Swedish kronor for it. That will give you a price of 1.34 Swedish krona per kilowatt. And in dollars that will be like 0.134, because the dollar is about 10 Swedish kronor. I think it's actually 11 now, but yeah. You also have to take into consideration that the firewood is not 100% effective. If you have 75% effectiveness of your fireplace, then all of a sudden that 1.34 Swedish krona is now 1.80 krona per kilowatt hour of heat into your house. If you have a heat pump, it will use electricity, but you will get about 3 to 5 times more heat per kilowatt of electricity. So that will mean that if we pay 1.8 krona per kilowatt for the firewood, we could pay between 5 to 9 Swedish kronors per kilowatt hours, and still it will be the same. So that would be almost $1 per kilowatt hour if you compare it. However, when it gets colder, the heat pump gets less efficient, and if you don't have any power at all, that expensive firewood will soon be very, very nice to have. 3. There might be different ways of measuring how much firewood you have. Either you could put it all thoroughly in a pile, or you could just throw it in. If you buy 1 cubic meter of firewood that is just thrown in there, that would be about 0.6 cubic meter in an orderly pile. So what you get from your firewood dealer might not be what you get inside your firewood shed. 4. The firewood that you buy should be dry. It should be below 20%, and the firewood that I have that have been drying for one summer is around 15 to 17%. For this, you can buy a very cheap moisture meter. This one was about $20 or 200 Swedish kronors. This is very simple to use. Just turn it on, make sure the setting is correct, and then put it inside the firewood like this. So now it says 17%, here 18, 17, 15, so it is below 20, that's good. I'm gonna see if I can find some wet wood that I can use as a reference, just to make sure that this one is actually seems to work. So here we have a living birch tree. Let's see what it says. Too much, no? 50, yeah, 40, so it's over 40%. Another thing that you can do to check if the firewood is dry is to bash the firewood together, and the sound should be, I don't know how to describe it, dry. Something like that. If the firewood is wet, you would have more of a something like that. You would have more like that sound. But so number 5, the last one. You don't have to buy birch wood. Everyone loves that, but the price on birch is often very, very high. It's considered the best firewood in Sweden. You can use a lot of other firewoods also. So check what your firewood dealer has, and Google that type of tree. So different firewood have different properties. The birch is very good, it's easy to handle, it's easy to light up and gives a lot of energy. Fir and fir, I think that's the name in English, they also burn good, but you could get sap on your hands, and they might also give some like sparks and stuff like that inside your fireplace, and could be nice, but maybe you don't want it. So you might not really need the birch firewood if that's not possible to get. And you know what they say, beggars can't be choosers, so you might have to go with something else, but it could be okay. Alright, so those were my 5 tips for buying firewood. Thanks for watching, and bye.